Well, Steelers Nation Australia, this bloke here got punked. Absolutely punked. G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. So I woke up really early. I was on Twitter, running around town, looking for trade rumors. I understand that the Steelers and the trade rumors, they finish at 4 p.m. And I did want to try and break the news as fast as possible. And I thought there could be a chance they might go cornerback, maybe safety, or at least the secondary before the trade deadline ends. Didn't happen today. Didn't happen. I got punked. Absolutely punked. My fault, my error. Right. So this was the original tweet that I found from who's the bloke's name? Someone Simon. I can't see him. My thing's in the way. Mr. Simon from ESPN. It's not true. Nothing about this is true. My apologies. We kind of move on. Jeff Simon. That's right. Jeff Simon. So not true. They're not getting Jaylon Johnson. Not happening. But let's still talk about it anyway, right? Because the secondary is going to be very different without Minkah Fitzpatrick. Who's going to fill in for him? Do you see Killebrew? Do you see Patrick Peterson back there? I'm not too sure how the Steelers can. You know what? It's going to be very tough to win games without Minkah. Very tough. So this is not true. We saw Levi Wallace had this on his Instagram. No idea what the eyes mean. It could mean anything. Could mean anything. But I got punked. And here's the other tweets that are talking about it now from Ian Rappaport. He's a much better source than the other source that I looked up. It says here, after a day of exploration, can't pronounce that, Jaylon Johnson is expected to stay in Chicago, sources say. Right? Backed up by Alan Saunders, the Bears have reportedly decided to keep Jaylon Johnson despite interest from several teams, including the Steelers. So there was interest there, but it didn't happen. And one funny thing I want to bring up too is Steelers Takeaway says, thousands of Steelers fans furious the team didn't trade for a guy that most had not known nothing about 24 hours ago. Steelers Twitter. 100%. I fell for it. My bad. My mistake. But we kind of move on. We push on, right? So I got punked. I jumped the gun. I thought Steelers were going to get another corner that was going to be facing the opposite side of JPJ because we know he's starting now. So you might see JPJ, and depending who's in the safety rotation, you might have JPJ, Peterson, and maybe Killebrew's back there. But I thought it was going to be JPJ. On the other side, it was going to be Jaylon Johnson. JPJ and Johnson, not the case. Fake news. My bad. So Steelers Nation Australia punked, and I fell for it. And you know what? The internet is the internet like that. And sometimes I have to do my research much better. I really need to do that. I looked at all the tweets. I saw that first tweet. Then I saw, I think, 2 or 3 tweets after. And I was like, oh, it could be a possibility. But also in my video that I stated before about Steelers trade rumors, I never said it was like actual fact. It's all based on rumor. But this is what happens. We're so keen for something like this to grab on and hold it and say, yes, like the Steelers, we want some breaking news all the time. And this team needs a spark. It needs something. But maybe it won't come down to, obviously the Steelers aren't buyers. They're not buyers or sellers in the trade window. The Steelers are going to go with the team they have this year throughout the duration of the 10 games left. Who we have now is who we got, pretty much. So my apologies out there, Steeler Nation. I got punked. And I might see you guys later on today for another video, but we'll see. I'll see you later.